And we'll start seated this morning. Coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. You can have your blanket underneath your sits bones for support. Hands can be on your knees or maybe off to the sides. Beginning to breathe in and out through the nose. Scooping the belly towards the spine. Inhaling, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Exhaling, grounding down through the thighs, through the hips, through the sits bones. Let's go ahead and drop our hands out to the side. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, pushing the air away, hands come down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale, look up, maybe the palms come together. Exhale, bringing a slight tuck to the chin, hands come down. One more inhale. And this time, let's go ahead and fold forward. Only going as far as we can without our sits bones coming up off of the ground. Lengthening all the way through the neck, through the crown of the head. Belly still tucking back towards the spine. Deep breathing. Inhale, looking forward, making your way up. Go ahead and switch which leg is in front. And we'll grab our band. And we're going to do the same thing we did on Monday. So inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, going behind. Inhaling up. Exhaling to the front. So on your own inhales and exhales, being mindful of the back, mindful of the spine, creating length and space. Allowing nice rotation in the shoulders. Breathing deeply. If you're just joining us, grab a blanket and an exercise band. Let's take one more. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and release the band. Inhale, reaching up. And let's fold over this leg, exhale. Same thing, being mindful, where are your sits bones at? Keep that neck long. If you're tucking your chin, we don't want to do that right now. That's going to curl the top part of our back. We want our whole back to be nice and long. So lengthen through the neck. Untuck the chin. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Belly coming towards the spine. Opening the hips. From here, inhale, look forward. We're gonna go ahead and come onto hands and knees. So rolling onto hands and knees. I'm gonna use my blanket. You're more than welcome to use your blanket under your knees as a cushion. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. On an inhale, we drop our belly, lift our tailbone, lift our chin. On our exhale, pressing into the hands, we curl the spine, curl the chin. On your own inhales and exhale, taking our cat-cow. Shoulders are nice and open. Pressing generously into the tops of the feet and into every single fingertip. That belly is still drawing towards the spine. Let's take a couple more. Last one. Coming to a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and bring our right leg forward in between our hands. Maybe walking it a little bit more forward so that we can sink down into that left hip. Inhale, lengthening here. You can be on fingertips or make light fists. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Allowing ourselves to open up through that left hip. All right, we inhale here. Exhale, keep the foot planted, send the hips back. We're just gonna go ahead and fold here. I know usually we take some movement with this, but I think today we're just gonna get a nice deep stretch into those hips, into that hamstring. All right, inhale, coming back forward. This time we're gonna walk that right foot out to the right edge of our mat. So all the way to the edge, both hands are on the inside. We're gonna tuck our back toes under. And we're gonna rock forward and back, preparing to come into lizard as deeply as you want to. This just helps to open up those hips a little bit more. Okay, when you're ready, dropping back onto that back knee, lengthening on an inhale, and you can stay with palms down, or maybe you come lower, coming down onto the forearms. Wherever you're at, trying to keep that knee into your right side. And for me today, it's accessible best when I'm on my hands. So just being aware of your body while you're here. Sinking even more deeply into that left side. Belly is still tucking towards the spine. All right, we're going to begin to walk that right foot all the way over to the left side of our mat. Planting, and you can tuck the toes to do this if that's more comfortable. Planting the right knee, right ankle. Okay. If you're here and your right side is very high, I'm gonna encourage you to just stay with your hands on the ground. Working to create equilibrium in our hips, getting both sides to sink down. And that might mean that your left or your right foot comes closer towards the left hip bone, and that's totally fine. If you'd like to go deeper, feeling free to come onto the forearms. That's only if you can maintain that balance in the hips, okay? Another thing you can do if you still have your blanket, you can fold it up and stick it underneath that right side for support. Our belly's still tucking up towards the spine. This is pigeon. It's going to open up our hips. All right, inhale, look forward, planting your hands under your shoulders, coming up. We're going to take a variation of king pigeon. So we're going to bend our back leg. And you can just stay like this if that's most comfortable. Or you're going to reach back behind you with your left hand. Or no, with your right hand, sorry. And you can keep your hand on the ground, your left hand on the ground. Just opening up to the side. And this is another place where you can use that band. You can wrap it around the foot and grab, okay? One more deep breath here. Exhale, go ahead and release, tucking those toes. Inhale, coming up, sending that right leg back. And let's go ahead and bring the left leg forward. Dropping onto the right knee. Sinking into the right side of the hips. Lengthening on the inhale. Shoulders drawing back. Breathing expansively, sinking into that right side, left knee over left ankle. All right, inhaling here, sending those hips back, keeping that left leg planted on the exhale. Spine is long, folding here, breathing deeply. Inhale, coming forward. We're going to send that left foot to the left side of our mat, both hands coming to the inside of the foot, tucking the right toes under, rocking back and forth, preparing to come deeply into that left or right hip. When you're ready, dropping onto that right knee. Same options, you can stay with your hands planted, or maybe on an exhale, you start to move down. Breathing deeply wherever you're at, keeping that left knee into the left rib cage. Breathing deeply, length through the whole spine, all the way to the crown of the head. You don't want to tuck our chin because that's going to create a roundingness in our upper back. We want a nice long spine. And wherever you're at, your gaze is just straight down at the floor. One more breath here. Okay, Tuck the back toes in. We're gonna start to walk that left foot all the way to the right side. Bringing that left knee down. Coming down very carefully onto that back leg. Making sure it's straight behind us. Same options here. If you find that that left side is nice and high, grabbing your blanket, folding it up and placing it underneath the hip. If your hips are nice and level, inhale, lengthening, and exhale, folding, coming onto the forearms. If your microphone is on, please turn it off. Breathing deeply. Feeling that nice opening sensation coming into that left hip. Right, inhale, look forward, planting hands under the shoulders, coming up if you are folded. We're gonna bend that right leg. Again, you can grab your exercise band and wrap it around that top of that back foot. Otherwise, you're reaching back with the left hand towards the right foot or ankle. And you can stay on that right hand in the front. Breathing deeply. Opening up the heart to the side. All right, on an exhale, go ahead and gently release, planting the hands, tuck the back toe, inhale, sending that left leg back. All righty. We're gonna come into downward facing dog. If you're nice and tight, go ahead and pedal out the feet for a minute. Belly's tucking towards the spine, pressing through all of the hands, softness in the joints. We're going to plant our left foot in the middle of our mat. On an inhale, reaching the right leg up. And as we do this, I want you to feel those hips staying in line with each other. Okay, bending that knee, and we're going to open up the hip to the side. Keeping our shoulders level. Okay, exhale, go ahead and release. Right foot comes into the middle. Inhale, left leg comes up. Keep those hips nice and level. And it doesn't matter if your leg can come all the way up, that's great, but we want to make sure that our hips are level wherever we're at. All right, now we open the hip, bending that left knee, opening to the side. Keeping the shoulders nice and equal. Energy through the hands, through that planted foot. And go ahead and exhale, release. Okay, dropping onto the knees, coming forward. And bring the big toes together. You can widen the knees out if you'd like to. Send the hips back, coming into child's pose. If you'd like to open up your shoulders more, you can plant the elbows, bringing the palms of the hands together and coming onto the tops of the arms. This feels nice, or you can draw the hands back behind you, tops of the hands planting around your hips. All right, inhale, look forward, walking your way up onto your shins. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plant all of our toes, including the pinky toe. He's a little bit of a mischief maker, in my opinion. You're gonna sit on your heels. I'm gonna give you some options with your arms. If you'd like to, you can inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, send the airway, bringing them back down. Or you can inhale up, and then have the palms together and drop them back behind your head with the elbows pointing up to open up your heart a little bit more. Or you can come into reverse prayer. Bringing palms behind your back. And to do this, you want to feel like you're reaching down and then flip your thumb. Coming up, reach down, flip the thumb, coming up. Or you can grab opposite elbows as well. So doing whatever feels best. Keeping those toes planted, staying on the heels, belly tucking towards the spine, focusing on the breath. There will be sensation in the feet, but I want you to focus on lengthening up through the crown of the head and your breathing. A good stretch for the soles of our feet. They do a lot. All right, inhale, coming off, relax the feet, maybe wiggling the toes a little bit, release the arms. Okay, we're gonna come to a seated position. Extending the legs out. And if you'd like to, you can take legs up the wall for Shavasana. We don't have time for our usual inversion, just meaning getting the feet above the head. So if you're with me, legs are out. Inhale, reach the arms. And we're gonna curl through the spine on the exhale, coming down. Coming all the way down. Legs wider than the hips is an option. Or if you're feeling low back pain, planting the feet as wide as your mat and letting the knees drop in. Or if you would like to open your hips more, bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to drop out to the sides. Allowing the shoulders wherever you're at to relax down the spine, relax down the back. Your hands are down around your sides, palms facing up. Bringing the mind back to the breath. Allowing your body to sink into the earth. Releasing. We'll stay here for a few minutes and I'll bring you out. Begin to deepen your breath. Allowing movement to come back into your body. If your legs are up the wall, allowing the knees to come down into the chest. Roll onto your side, make your way back to your mat. If you're on the floor, allowing the knees to come into the chest, rolling onto your side, coming into fetal position. Using the arm under the head as a pillow. Pausing here. Looking inward with compassion and non-judgment. Sending peace and gratitude throughout your body. Planting the hands, making your way up to a comfortable seated position on your inhales and exhales. Hands down around your sides. Let's take an inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, thumbs come to sternum. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hope you are all doing well. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.